friends. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. Thank you for joining my live. I appreciate everybody coming in. So let me know if you have questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting and supporting one another. So feel free to come in, ask questions. Make sure you are engaging, friends. We are going to get to talking and chatting in just a few minutes. I appreciate everybody coming in and letting me know you are here to go live and learn and support. Thank you so much. Okay, so I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, hello, friends. Come on in. Thank you so much for joining the live. So, as you come in, please feel free to engage with the live. We're going to get to talking and chatting. And I'm going to share some tips and strategies to go live, friends. Appreciate everybody coming in. Let me know if you have questions. I want to make sure I'm answering questions. Thank you so much for being here as well. So we're going to get to talking in just a little bit. This live is going to be all about learning about going live from our friends who are nervous, afraid, and shy. And then we are going to talk very intentionally about how do you build your community, friends, okay? So come in, let me know how do you want to build and grow in this space, friends. Okay? So you'll be able to connect with me while we're here. In the meantime, let me know if you have any other questions because we always want to make sure we are supporting each other. Okay? Thank you so much for joining my live. Appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, friends. Hello, how you doing, Project Loop? I saw you. So I was like, who's Project Loop? This is the other page. You said wrong account. I was like, wait a minute. How you doing, friend? I am setting myself up. Let's see. Getting ready. Hello. Had a really important song. Hello, friend. How are you? Thank you for joining. Uh, Thank you so much. Feel free to engage. I don't know if that's helpful for live streaming, but it's good that you're here, friend. Have a good one. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate everybody coming in. We are talking all things going live. So I'm going to get started in just a little bit. We're setting up my screens over here so I can make sure I can engage. I think we're going to end up having a conversation about TikTok shop. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But those who are in the room, make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna change into some more comfortable. Be right back. Okay, okay, friend. Thank you everybody for joining the live. I appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you so much for joining the live. Let me know if you have questions. Ah, that's better. That is better. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I appreciate everybody joining. Make sure you like the live, comment hello, how you doing? And if you have not subscribed to my channel, click the subscriber button and also click the bell so you can know when I go live and when I post content. And so we're going to talk all things going live. Let me give some housekeeping. Housekeeping is that we keep this a professional channel. Everything we talk about is all about going live, making sure that we stay focused. And if it is not talking about going live, then this is not the channel for you. Okay, so make sure you stay focused on the topic. The other thing is you got to be 18 years and older. So make sure you're 18 years and older because I am a creator network for TikTok. So you have to be 18 years and older to go live. And so if you're not, then this again is not the channel for you. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to answer questions about the Go Live journey. I give a lot of great tips and strategies to help you build your community and help you understand how to continue to grow, how to continue to stay grounded and focused, how to make sure you are building. This is not about, growing fast and quickly and then all of a sudden you're like, how did I get here? I want you to be able to grow intentionally, building your community, making sure that you understand how to engage properly, and then ultimately, how do you make sure that you are thinking about all the different ways to monetize? So let me know if you're new to my live, drop a heart in the chat so you can say I'm new. And if you are not new, say hello again. And if you have not subscribed, click the subscriber button because that's so important for YouTube in particular. You got to have folks subscribing to your channel. You want to build your channel. So it's important that you engage in that way as well. Okay, thank you for the 100s. Appreciate the engagement, friends. And like I said, make sure you like, comment, say hello, and then subscribe. YouTube is very different from TikTok. TikTok, I can see y'all. YouTube, I can't see you all. So if I can't see you, I can't fully engage with you. So feel free to comment. Let me know if you're here. And if you have questions, I'm happy to answer questions as well. Hello, friend. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I'm about to go live on TikTok. How are you? Thank you for commenting. Um, Let me know. Are you saying that's my name or is that your name? Let me know what you meant by that. I always try to make sure I'm being considerate before I let people out the room. But maybe I need to let people out of the room. Let's see. Um, Thank you, friend. I guess. Appreciate you. Hi, how are you? Thank you, so oh, Doc. I know, laugh out loud. I know you teasing me, pals. You're like, she's so sweet. She's so sweet. She gave these people too many chances. She gave these people entirely too many chances. Hey, friends, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all being here. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, feel free to click that subscriber button. I know that's what you said, pals. I see that old Doc. You're like, she's such a nice lady. She's too nice to these people. So make sure you stay focused, y'all. We are talking about live streaming. Yes, ma'am. I know you was teasing me with that. Oh, Doc. That's okay. I got you. I got it. Okay, I got it. But stay focused, friends. Stay focused. We wanna make sure we are getting this information, okay? And y'all YouTube people are different from my TikTok folks. I'm just gonna say that. Y'all are very nice, and sometimes y'all not. So because I can't see you until you comment, that's important that you comment. But comment something that makes sense in terms of the live stream. And then in the meantime, make sure you also subscribe. So let me go to my TikTok. This is going to be a playlist for you all. So make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe, and you guys can get access to the information here. All right. In the meantime, I'm going over to TikTok, and we're going to get to chatting and talking over there. And so you can let me know if you have any questions. The likes you just went from 6 to 7. They did. Thank you, the one. Thank you for that. Did you do that? Did you do? See, I can't tell. That's the problem. YouTube needs to be a little bit more transparent, so I can be like, oh, the one. Thank you for liking the live. I can't do. I can't even do that. Can't do it because I don't even know if that's you. So anyway, but thank you for calling it out. I appreciate you calling it out. So appreciate everybody who's liking the live. Thank you for all who might have clicked that subscriber button too. Appreciate all that too. Thank you for the support, friends. Yeah, like I said, I don't necessarily agree with the approach on YouTube because live streaming is about engagement to me. And maybe that's just how I feel being on TikTok all this time. I think it really should be a way for you to fully engage with your audience and build community. And if you're not able to do that, to me, it's kind of like you're just recording yourself on camera, which is like a video. It doesn't have to be live. It doesn't have to be. So, in that way, I think they should just rethink this model so that it's a little bit more transparent and people can connect with one another and truly build community because you see people and I can celebrate you all by seeing that you like the live or seeing that you subscribed or asking questions of you or even clicking. I can even click onto your profiles and see anything about your profile. Like, so to me that is not what true live engagement should be about. So I think they need to rethink it. But at the end of the day, we are here. We're going to talk all things live. This is going to be a playlist and we can connect and engage with the content itself. Um, I don't know what that is. But I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but we're going to leave you out of the room because I don't seem like that had anything to do with going live. He said, makes sense. I get the feeling that YT didn't put their heart into it. Yeah, they just wanted to compete with Twitch, but they are a video platform. It is. It's a video platform. That's exactly what it is. That's fair. And they created this to say, oh, you can live stream, but you really don't do the engagement part of it. And that's, to me, even with Twitch, they can see their audience. They can connect. They know who's in the chat. They're commenting constantly as they play their video games and stuff. but not the same here. You are looking like a model. That's better. I didn't know what a model was. I look like a model. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will take that compliment. The other comment, I was like, I think that was insulting. I don't know what that meant. So, he might have meant that I look like a model as well, but no, I'm not a model. I appreciate you though. No, I can't. And make sure you're of age, Brenda. That's middle school, so that tells me a lot about you, friend. So make sure you are of age in this live stream. Brenda is an older person's name, so I'm assuming you're not in the sixth grade. Okay, so all right, friends, let me go live. You guys have me tickled. I do have to go live because I am gonna get off live early because I gotta do mom duty. So I gotta go pick up my son. So I gotta be wrapped up and buttoned up by 5:45, so I can go straight to the car and pick up the little guy. So we're gonna get to talking and chatting. This will be a playlist for you all. Appreciate you all being here. I am in for free. Thank you so much. Hi friends. Thank you all for coming through. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you. Miles, what kind of face is that? Which character is that? Hey there. Thank you, friend. I wasn't, but let's stay focused. We gotta stay focused, friends. Sorry about that. How are you? I'm doing well, Desert. Thank you for that question. I won't put you into timeout because of that, but I appreciate you being here. So we're talking about all things live streaming here. We talk about going live, and I was just sharing how TikTok is different. I'm in fourth. Oh Lord. So crying, don't go laugh out loud. No, you'll get the little boy from me. I'm reading comments, friends. I do read the comments. I do. So I see your comments. I appreciate all the engagement. You guys have liked the live. Hopefully you've been subscribing too. So hopefully I got some new subscribers from this live stream because you guys are actively engaging. I appreciate the support. Let me know if there's other questions. The chat has been very talkative today. So I do need to go on the TikTok side. This is going to be a playlist and we can connect over there as well. And thank you so much, subscription and like done. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Desert, did you hear my rant earlier? You must have heard me when I was like, y'all, I don't know if y'all engaging. I have no clue. I think YouTube needs to rethink this. Hey, you got 2 subs. I did, didn't I? From all of that. 13 likes though. So hopefully these are all subscribers that liked, friends. I hope you guys have subscribed and you're liking. Oh, you're from Kenya. Thank you. Oh, wow. Appreciate that, friend. Thank you for joining. I am in Florida. Florida. And so let me go over to the TikTok side and we're going to talk over there. We're going to connect with some folks and just talk all things going live. I appreciate everybody who's here and I appreciate the engagement. So we are counting down. Okay, friends, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Please join the live. Make sure you ask questions. Appreciate everybody here coming into the live stream. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here on TikTok. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. We're going to talk all things going live. I'm going to teach you how to monetize in different ways on this app, as well as some go live tips. So let me know if you are new to my live. Put it in the chat so we can get to talking and chatting about the go live experience. And I'm going to give some tips. Pals, I don't know if I said this. I posted twice today. 2 pieces of content. 2 things today, y'all. I'm on a roll. I'm on fire. I'm going to see if I can do a third one before the day is out. Now, I may not do another one for another 3 weeks. I'm joking. I'm going to try to post more content. But I have been posting the content, y'all. That is the goal for me. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you for being here. Let me know if you have questions relevant to going live, okay? Appreciate you, Pam. How are you, friend? Everybody coming into the live. Pam, how is everything going? Thank you so much, Pam Green. Appreciate the support coming into my live stream. We're going to talk all things going live in just a few minutes. Eugene, how are you as well? Bia, I see you, Bia. Spiritual Soul, you all coming in. How you doing, friend? Bia, how's your go live journey going, friend? Nika Grace, thank you so much. Thank you for that daily heart me. Hello, 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 friends. My YT friends, they're coming too. Oh my gosh, TikTok and YT all at once. You guys are doing awesome. Appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure you guys like the live, share the live out. I'm sharing my own live. I have not shared my live. Did you see my message? Ooh, I did not see his message. Let me put y'all on pause for a second. Let me see what hubby said. Hopefully I don't have something going on. I'll be right back, y'all. Let's see. Okay, got it. All right. Hubby, he didn't want nothing, y'all. Thank y'all. He wanted to remind me that I have to pick up our son. I remembered. I was telling Pals. Pals did not remember. Thank you so much for the air compliments. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hey friends, how is everybody? Hey C2 Details. Hello, Mrs. Treetop. Who else came in? Somebody came in and gave the daily heart me. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all. So yeah, he was reminding me that I have like a shorter live stream today because I do have a shorter live stream. I'm gonna have to jet off no later than 5:45. So we got a little bit of time, but I'll be able to chat a little bit, but I'm gonna be on rollerblades trying to get out of here to make sure I pick up the little one before 6. That's the pickup time. So he usually does it. He has a training he's doing, and it happens every Wednesday. I think it's gonna last until like right before Thanksgiving, so I may not have Wednesdays anymore. It just depends. Hello, friends. Thank you for sharing the live. Nima, thank you so much, Nima. Mrs. Treetop, V Love, I see you all coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. I think I was about to share my live, and I did not share my own live, so please share the live, friends. I appreciate everybody coming in. We want to stay focused. My YT folks are chatting away as well. I'm doing well. Let's stay on topic. We're talking all things going live. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, and the shares. And if you are on the YT, thank you for subscribing as well. So we're going to talk all things going live. I think my marching orders for my 4 o'clock was to talk about TikTok Shop. So we're going to talk about that as well. Appreciate you being here. We'll talk about that as well. So I am in the U.S. Thank you for that. And so appreciate all the likes. Hey Doc, how you doing, Eugene? Did you go live again? Eugene said you ain't gonna ask me that every time. Appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much. All right, I see the comments for the YT. Thank you, Pam, for joining. Pam, how you doing? Um, Everybody coming in. Thank you for the likes. Driving but listening to. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Um, ATM, thank you for being here, friend. I can't be distracted. ATM was asking questions that was not relevant to going live. So, Lighthouse, thank you for coming in. Darcy, is that it? Darcia, thank you so much for joining the live. All my friends coming in, go ahead and make sure you like. You said I did not. We got to get your live access, friend. We got to make sure TikTok likes it and connects with you and lets you come on in and go live. So we want to make sure you're going to go live. All right. Thank you, Trisha. Trisha, I was going to say Trisha T. Okay. So, Nika and Trisha, I think you guys asked me to go and do a shoppable live. So let me make sure I do it in accordance to what you were looking for. Because I started to turn on my shopping cart, but then I was like, well, let me wait. Let's get in the live. We'll turn it on. We'll have a whole conversation. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you today. So how many minutes are needed? So to get full live access, that's what we're trying to go for. You really should do 3 separate lives for at least 30 minutes. Now, a total of 30 minutes is ideally what you need. But I think you said you did live first time in July and you haven't been back. So we want to get your live access, friend. So I think you have do another live for at least 30 minutes. Maybe that'll be good. And I can go in the system and you should be good. Okay, so if you do one more, should I send a whale? Will it be your first whale? It might be your first one, huh? I just want to know how to add it to the live. Okay, gotcha. Sabrina Marsapo, is it Mariposa? Thank you so much, Mariposa. You've been live yesterday, friend. Silver Fox, how you doing? Lady Exclusive, you came into the live as well. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Gotta hear that laugh. I know, Fred. You like, look here, Doc. You know I ain't saying no well. Where do you find the daily missions? The daily missions. The daily missions. Why does that sound familiar? Marsupola means butterfly. Oh, that is a butterfly. It is. You're right. Daily missions, daily missions, daily missions. Why does that sound familiar? Weekly missions. That's what's in my head. Weekly missions. Daily missions are associated with campaigns. So that's what you meant by daily missions. Daily missions depends on the campaign you're doing. It's a new campaign. Yes. Okay. So daily missions. That's what I was like. That's campaign language. Sorry. I think it said I do have full access yesterday. Oh well. Let me look. Let's see. Um, I think the missions. Okay, yes. So it depends on what mission you're doing, what campaign. That's campaign language. Lady, lady exclusive. Okay, I meant weekly missions. So you meant weekly missions. Weekly missions is the scale live rewards. So I was like missions, daily missions. Okay, so weekly missions. How you doing, Pastor Laverne? How you doing, friend? Hopefully you're doing better. Surgery, you're recovering. So hopefully all is well, friend. Okay, weekly missions, lady exclusive. When you're in your live, when you are in your live, okay, perfect. You actually see your weekly missions when you swipe from right to left, and you look at your real time performance. You can click what's called the scale live rewards, and it'll show what your weekly missions are. In terms of where you're at with completing the weekly missions. The weekly missions is how many of your people came back to click the daily heart me. So that's really huge. Getting returning people to come back and click the daily heart me. How many of your people have, so daily heart me is a big piece. How many of your people have, how many times have you gone live per week or within that week? Did you go live 3 times? More than once at least. You can get 1 is 6%, 2 is 8%, 2 or more is 8%. Daily Heart Me's is broken down based on getting 10 people as Daily Heart Me, and then 100 people or more. 10 people is 1%. Between 10 and 99 is 1%. 100 to 2,000, 1,999 is 1.5%, and then 2,000 or more is 2%. So it's broken down that way. And that's the weekly missions. And then it's the league, what league you're in. And if you surpass your highest league, you get a 3% bonus bump. So all that's part of the weekly mission. So each week you're trying to make sure you're increasing. Okay. All right, friends. Let me make sure if that made sense. Let me know if you don't know where to see that. You can see that actually in the live real time. Okay. Okay. Thanks. You're welcome. Let me know if you have questions about that. Um, and then my other friends, you guys asked how to start a shoppable live. So we're going to turn on the shopping cart. I'm going to turn it on earlier in this live because it is, thank you so much, friend. It is, I'm not going to be able to stay live forever, for a long time, forever, for a long time. Okay. So I only can stay live to about right at 5:45. I got it totally in at 5:45 because I got to jump in the car. How's Lady Cole? I feel like I haven't seen her. Lady Cole goes live on Sunday. She's a one time a weeker. So she has to bounce in. Her day job is a conflict. So I don't. So she came to the weekly meeting on Sunday. She was there for like the first 30 minutes, and then she had to leave. I have to do a site visit tomorrow. Can I use that as a live event? Sure. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that'd be great to be on set somewhere, on site somewhere. Thank you for that daily heart me. Okay, okay. So let's do this. We're gonna walk through turning on the shopping cart. I'm gonna turn it on in here. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time to do it. Um, it is an event site visit, so an event's gonna be happening. Ooh, nice, nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I was going to screen record. I'm going to show you guys on on my phone on my shop page so you can see that. I'm going to turn it on here so I can see it here. I'm going to add some products and you guys will see how people engage. But let me first show you on the shop side. Okay, so I'm going to come off my page. Let me go to my shop page. Okay, so we're going to the shop page. So now we're on the shop page. So this is what I'm going to show you real quick. And if you are new to my live, let me know if you have any questions. Hello, how you doing, Lady V? Thank you for those stickers. Dude is scared. So we're going to talk about TikTok Shop. So what I'm going to do, um, yes, a PhD. Thank you for asking. So I came over here and I'm going to go to live. This is another way to get to the live screen. You hit the plus mark and I just went to live. And then I'm going to go to this business card here and I'm going to hit TikTok Shop. So now it's going to let me add some products. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be hitting down here. I'm sorry. I was scrolling. Like I'm scrolling there. And then you have these these three categories. They're also up here. Traffic drivers, hot sellers, and trendsetters. Okay? What's 3% of reaching your next league? How many diamonds would that be? It depends. It typically tells you at the bottom how many diamonds you need to get when you're in the league over here. If you're in your live, it'll tell you at the bottom of the screen how many diamonds you need. It tells you, yeah, it tells you. Yeah, it depends. So if 3%, it just depends on where you're at to get that and how many other people you're trying to compete against. So it does depend, but it typically will tell you right at the bottom how many more diamonds you need to league up. At that point, you're trying to league up. And so you would see that number. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna add some products. I'm gonna hit traffic drivers just so I can see what they consider are the traffic drivers. So Goldie is a traffic driver. We'll do the honey sticks, my neural gum, and then they said hot sellers. Let's see what they say. Some more neural gum. Uh-oh. So we'll try to add about 10 products. Okay. So this is how you add products. So I'm adding marsh. I'm just adding some different products in here. Okay. And then we got the trendsetters. Okay. So those three categories, I'm going to try to add products for each of those three products. There's some more neural gum. Oh, I hit the screen. Neural gum. I don't know why I keep hitting it wrong. Neural gum. Okay. So how many products did I do? I got 9 and hit one more. I'll hit that one. Okay, so again, you don't need the products if you are not going to show them. Hello, friend Diana. I see you. I see you. Leadership Reveal. And these products are not from your showcase, correct? These products are in my shop showcase. They're showcase products. There is recommended products. These are some products that are recommended that are not in my showcase. I don't have this hair clip in my showcase. I don't have any of this stuff in my showcase. I do have the neural gum, which is great. But these are products from my showcase. Yep. And so all this is here. Okay, so I got 10 products. So then I would hit done. I would hit done again. Because here I create highlights if I wanted to. I create a board that's on the screen if I wanted to. So it's just telling me some other things I could do if I wanted to. And then my shopping cart is lit. And if I hit go live, I go live with the products. That is what you do if you are setting up your screen before you go live. Okay? Now, I can delete all those products. It's actually a couple steps. Now I gotta go in. I gotta go in and delete them. So I can go in and hit that little thing there. Wait a minute, go back. I can hit the little trash bin. Let me do it. And remove. I would have to do it individually because I don't think I can go in and delete them. Um, so before I go live, I can actually hit all these products and delete them, and my shopping cart will be empty. And I'm deleting them now. So now my shopping cart does not have any product showing. It's empty. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you, friend. So now my shopping cart is empty. Appreciate you. TikTok gave me the flash code. Let's see. TikTok gave me 12 donuts. If you don't mind supporting the flash code. Um, so TikTok gave me um, 12 donuts. Um, Pastor, I don't see your comment. You must have got filtered. As you said, is there any way I could check that? I'm not sure what you're asking me to check, but you got filtered, friend. So TikTok didn't let your comment go through. I was just checking comments before I went through. Okay. So if I start my live, so that's before I start my live. You guys can see the shopping cart is empty here. So if I decide to start my live and go live, um, and thank you so much. My YT people are very vocal today. Hey, vocal folks. Hey, how y'all doing? Um, so if I start my live, that same shopping cart I was showing you guys is here for me. Okay? You said pay what, friend? What are you saying? Pay what? You might have to put in little things. What do you pay for the products? Have the products already? Do what, friend? I'm not sure what you're asking me. Um, so the shopping cart is here. So I'm going to hit the shopping cart. I'm going to hit my own shopping cart. What's going to happen is that we're going to get some people to come in our room. We'll see a few people come in the room. I'm going to add a few products to the shopping cart. I don't have everything with me, but we will add it so that we can get our friends in the room. Okay, so we got about 11 products in there. That's good. And I'll show a few. So we'll talk. We'll make this kind of a shoppable live. And then you can did I do it? And then I can pin products. So TikTok, I've added some of my electronics and stuff for us to connect. And so all I did was go through and I just clicked add. I didn't do too much in terms of picking which products were high traffics or anything like that. If you want to turn your cart off doing the live, you delete the products individually. Yes, I don't see a way where you can bulk delete. I think you can, but I think that happens on the live manager. Live manager is where you can go in and maybe click and highlight some products and put like little check boxes by them and delete all. There's a little bit more features and functionality under live manager. Um, you do have to have a product on hand in order to do this. You do have to have, give me 1 second. You do have to have a product once you pin it. I haven't pinned a product yet. So I'm going to pin a product in a second and talk about it. But I haven't pinned a product. Once you pin a product and show it where you guys see it on your screen, and I'll show that in a second, then you do have to show it. Okay? So, so I can see comments, y'all. When you go live, how do you check for your pay? Maybe I'm not asking it right. Yeah, so that I did see that comment, Pastor Laverne. So you said, how do you check for your pay when you're live? This is my device is heating up. Ooh, let me take my charger cord out. How do I check for, you check for your pay when you swipe from right to left. So there's my camera's flipped. There's a little house. It looks like the little shape of a house. Hello, friends. The little shape of the house in the right corner. When you click that, it allows you to see your real-time analytics, and it will show how you're performing this live, how many diamonds you collect, and how much that translates into estimated rewards. Okay? How do you get to the cart in your live? The cart is there for you. It was active. It's on. I see the little cart. You don't see your cart? You don't see your cart? Let me know if you don't see your cart. Let me know if you don't see your cart when you said, how do you get to the cart? You must not see it. I am asking. I am sorry. Okay, that was a question. I'll show you in 1 second. So you do have to show the products in a second. Can you have products in the cart and not pin them? Yes, I have products in the cart right now. Nothing's pinned. So yeah, you could do that. You do want to pin products, throughout the live. You do want to talk about the products, but you can absolutely have products there and not pin them. So once I pin them, you should see maybe a little bit of activity, and people might come in now that they know that this is a shoppable live. And so I'm gonna pin a product. So this is the light. So I always start with the light because it is supposedly like a trending product. So let's see. Um, so yeah, so let's see, did I see a comment? Okay. When it comes to, when it comes to your TikTok shop, once you start pinning products and showing them, you said it's better to have the product in case someone asks to see it. Possibly. I mean, you can say I don't have that product with me. You could say that, absolutely. You can say, oh, I don't have that product with me right now, but here's what I know about it. Here's what I think about it. Yeah. But if you don't have it, you can have up to, let me see, in my shopping cart, my shop page said I can have up to, let's see if I want to add some more products. This account says I can have up to 100 products. My shop page says I can have up to 150. So yeah, yeah, you can, but you might not get to sell. Yeah, that's the drawback. I mean, ultimately, it is about how do you talk about the products, how do you market them. If people are thinking they want to see a product, you can say, "Here's what I know about the product. It's on sale right now," so you can speak to that. Okay. In this live session, it's up to 100. You can have up to 100 in this shopping cart from this live. For my other account, it's at 150. Now I think that account has a little bit more options because it has performed. It has some GMV, significant GMV. I've done a lot of lives over there, shoppable lives, that is. So that account has been doing has done performed and shopped way more than this account. Okay, hold on 1 second. So when you have a product, you actually do need to talk about it. So I have not talked about this product. So you are going to show the product. Hey, Glam, you're going to show the product. This is my clip-on light. I talk about liking it because it does offer a great light to my live stream. It offers additional lighting. Um, you wonder if there's additional limit if you're in pilot. I don't think so. Both of these accounts are not pilot. They're unlimited. I think it's just performance. I think that's what that is. I think that's a performance thing. So this clickable light, like one account has performed better than the other when it comes to shop. The other account is a shoppable. It's sold, I think I'm right under 1,000 DMV, I'm sorry, GMV on that account. This one is not, nowhere near that. So, clip on light. I'm supposed to be looking, let me check real quick because I wanted to look to see if it is on sale. I can't tell because I gotta look at it from the account view, from my other account. So you got to talk about the product. So I'm going to unpin this product. Oh, it is on sale. Oh, it is on sale because it was more expensive. So it was $9.89. I think it was $11.99. So it's a little bit cheaper, and then it's free shipping. Okay, look at you. This one is on sale. And then there's coupons on the side here you guys can grab. So click those coupons too. So that's the shop stuff. I'm going to unpin this. Okay. So, Nika, you said for people in the pilot program, I have no idea, Nika. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Because I saw the difference, I wouldn't even name that. That's not something I probably would even mentioned if I hadn't seen it for myself, where each account is operating differently. So I don't know what it means for pilot. I think that's something you have to research and see what it shows up for you. Yeah. It might be. It could be a different limit for pilot versus um, unlimited. You said how do you how do you know it's on sale? Um, how did I know it was on sale? Well, two things I should have done. Before you go live, you want to always look at your shopping cart, your showcase rather, and look to see what products are in there and look to see what's on sale. Okay? So before you go live, you could do that. I'm scared to order until I get a, a, a virtual address. They messed our mail up bad. Oh, that's right. You just moved. Okay, I got you. Glam. Okay, I got you, friend. I was like, what happened? TikTok? No, I think you're talking about you moving to the new place. Okay. Okay. Um, Thank you. So, how do you know? So before you go live, there's two ways. Before you go live, you should look at your showcase to see what products are on sale. If there's a flash sale for it, if it's free shipping, anything like that. The way I knew is because I saw it. I saw what you guys saw. So when I pin that product, I'm gonna pin it again. See it popped up? I see. I see it's on sale. So as a live host, you always want to, let me show this product here. You want to show, you want to, in a perfect world, you have a second device so you can see what your viewers see. So that helped me to see what you guys saw. I was like, oh, it's on sale. And then it's like a 10% off sale. And then I'm able to click to that product on this account and see that it was 3-day free shipping and all that. So I knew it was a sale because I saw it on this other account. Here, when I click it as the live host, I don't necessarily see the sale. I don't see it. I see the promotion of it being $10.99. That's the regular price. I do see free shipping. I see it that way. But on my showcase, I actually see the sale. So I do see it in my showcase. And so when you are in your live, so when you look at my photo here, when you click my photo here, if you scroll down the middle of my information, it says Dr. Lisa Showcase. You can click there and then I can see what's on sale there. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if there's any other questions. Mariposa, let me know if I answered your question, Mariposa. Let me know if I answered your question correctly. And if you had some other follow-up questions. So that is how you can tell. So this is a clip-on light. Like I said, I use it I should use it more often. I have to admit that. I really should use it more often because it is a great product. It was my go-to lighting for probably the first 4 months of going live. And then I switched to some stage lights. Okay? So it is a great lighting feature. It lights up pretty nicely. I'm going to unpin that again. You guys are welcome to take a look. How do you activate the sale? You don't. The seller does. So the seller has a flash sale. Is that what you mean by activate? You said it's my go-to lighting. It is. It's good. So should I send a notice that I will be going live tomorrow? I'm going to try this. Yes, you should promote it. Let me answer Mariposa's question first, and I'll talk about promoting your live because you do need to promote it. You want to put a notice out there. You want to do a live event, all the things. Yes, you did. So you don't necessarily activate the sale. So when we were talking about that product a second ago, if you click my shopping cart for any of the products, you guys see what's on sale. You see flash sales, you see free shipping, you see additional discounts. There's a coupon here that you can click, and there's other discounts that are happening because of the fall deals that are happening. So all that plays into it. So what I said earlier is that before I went live, I actually should have went to my showcase and looked to see what products were in there that's trending, that has a sale that's happening. It could be a flash sale that's going to end maybe in an hour or two or later tonight. So I could have said, oh, you guys want to get this charger cord because it's on flash sale. Anything like that, you want to be able to note and name for your community as part of the deal that they can potentially get from the live stream. Yeah. Okay, I got it. Perfect. Oh, I need to promote more. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you talking about your live stream? Oh, yeah. You absolutely should. Absolutely should. You said it's your go-to lighting. Yes. So, okay, got it. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. So, when it comes to going live, we're gonna talk about this. Okay. So, so what I would tell you to do is I need to promote my live events. Yes, you do. You guys do. So there's a couple things you want to keep in mind when you schedule a live event. So first of all, schedule the live event. Now, your girl is, I have some bad behaviors, some bad habits. Maybe I should say that. Angel, thank you so much for joining the live. I have some bad habits because I will click live event 5 minutes before I go live, maybe 10, because I do it actually before I start my YT. So it's probably 10 to 15 minutes before I go live. But I will do it initially before it, which is not a good habit. You want to create, hopefully, that live event a couple days in advance, if not 24 hours in advance. And then try to create 2 or 3, because when you end the live, people will see it. By me doing it right before I go live, that's not giving enough time for, it doesn't give the opportunity for people to see the live event, the next live event, because I hadn't scheduled it. Thank you so much. How you doing, Dr. Johnson? Appreciate you coming in. And then others who have come in, I saw somebody just flew in. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate everybody coming through. So we are talking TikTok Shop. The shopping cart is on, so we'll talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about scheduling your live event. We're going to talk about doing it scared. Thank you for the stickers. I appreciate you. And hey, Yolanda, how are you, friend? So yes, do it scared. And then just so that you guys know, I got like a hard stop at 5:45. So I got about right over an hour, under an hour of talking that I can still do before I have to jet out. So feel free to ask questions. Practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Feel free to ask questions. So in the meantime, Will, thank you for joining as well. So I'm gonna cut this live off. We're gonna walk through really quickly doing a live event so you guys can see it. I'm gonna go to my shop page so you guys see it in real time. Oh, Orlena, thank you so much. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. I guess I need to talk shop, huh? Hello, how you doing, Cleopatra? I was like, oh, maybe I should be talking shop. Okay, let me talk about a live event. Y'all just gonna get TikTok shop / live event conversation. So before you go live, you want to schedule your live event. If you're coming in because of the shopping cart, click the shopping cart. I have some beginner go live products in there. In the meantime, I want to show my people who are here now, you're going live. So if you go to your TikTok studio, okay? We're going to go to TikTok studio. You're going to go to the live side, okay? You're going to scroll down. You're going to click. I'm going to turn my camera around so you guys can see this, okay? I want you to click that live event, okay? Doing great. I wanted to schedule us live. We're talking about scheduling a live, actually. That's exactly what this is. So you're going to schedule your live event because you want to show your community that you are here and you're going to promote your live, okay? So you got to get in the habit of scheduling this live event. So if you create the live event here, click that live event. You come up with a title of your live. So you always want to have a title that's going to hopefully engage your community. You have the time you want to select. We're going to play this out. We're going to pretend like this is a real live that we're about to do. Hey, Dr. Trish, thank you so much. We'll say it is 2 hours. We'll hit save. Okay. And then right now it says shoppable live. We're going to change this to a regular live. It defaults for me to shoppable, but we're going to change it to a regular live. It also defaults with the audience control on. Remember, we said audience control is for 18 years and older. So if you have a topic that requires a more sensitive, mature content that you're sharing, or you want to make sure that, again, if they're buying products or you're promoting products, you got to be 18 years and older to purchase. So I'm going to keep that on just for, just for the sake of example. I'm going to click done. I'm not going to add this to my calendar. It usually it freezes for me. Hey, I'm here for about 10 minutes. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. How far ahead should you post the event? I mean, if you schedule, I did this like a week in advance. I had multiple events that I had scheduled at one point. I did that like early September. I was really diligent with scheduling. But you can go in and schedule definitely a week in advance, if not more, if you wanted to. At the very end, I just want to point this out here. It says here, add an event link to all videos. So if you have posted content, click that on. And it's going to add a link to all your content, which is why you need to have content, okay? So use that feature, turn it on, okay? Oh, well, I think people might forget. They'll get a notification, but they may or may not come. It's fine, but at least you have it out there, and you can share it, put it in your stories, so you can add related content to this. Hey, Miss Thang, thank you so much for being here. So you can add this. So if I click this, and so if I hit share, it will share to my page, and then if I hit go live, it'll go live. So in this case, this event is here. So this event, I just created it. It's here for me. If I want to share it out, I can share it out again. Okay. So that event is there for me. Now, if I want to now go to my stories. So say I want to go to my stories and I want to add something to my stories. Thank you all for being here. So I'm going to create a story. I'm going to say, join me live. I'm about to talk about going live to my friends and family. All right. So let me see. Let me do that differently. So I'm going to flip my camera. Join me live. We're going to talk all things going live in this live stream. So join me live, friends. So now I'm about to do my story. But before I do that, I can click a sticker, live event. See that? And now it remembered that I have that live event scheduled. It popped it up. Okay, you saw that? Where it populated that live event? You said I didn't know about adding a link to your content. Yes, you can add the link to your content. Oh, well, I think people might forget. Nope. So, yeah, you're going to add that link. So that live event I just scheduled, it's there. So now it's there. Okay. I can put it up high. And I can put a post there. And I can click add to my story. So that's there. If I want to, I'm going to discard that one. If I wanted to add content, let me show you real quick. Okay. So we're going to post the video. I'm going to do a quick video. Okay, join me live. We're going to talk all things going live. Come join me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now I have this video here. So now if I click next, I can add a link. I can create live events. See that live event that we created is there. I can add it. That's the live event. Okay. To that. Okay. I did it once by accident and forgot how I got there. You do what? What you do, friend? Hey, Blackbird. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Everybody who came into the live, I see you all. Thank you so much for the support. We had some guests a little while ago because I had the shopping cart on. So just know that's also the shopping cart. When you activate that, TikTok will push people in. It'll come in like waves. You'll see some sprinkling of people here and there. It shot up pretty high because the products in there, some of those were trending products. And so the goal when that happens, let me talk about this too. So, okay, are we good here? Live events. So now if I post this on my page, people see this, it's going to be a little product line that says live event, and it'll say the time. Okay. I would like to schedule live most days, 2 days, because they have something comes in to be. Yes, I'm going to try. Okay, yes. So try it. Schedule your live events. Try to be a little bit more diligent. Okay. Hey, my favorite. How are you, friends? So schedule that live event. Have it there. That's a way to promote and market yourself. Hello, friend. Um, you got to market yourself. You got to promote yourself. They won't just show up in your room. You got to start sharing that. That's part of your marketing strategy. So, scheduling a live event is part of that. Putting in your stories, that goes to your current friends and followers and stuff. So, you want to engage in that way, and then you want to post about it. You know, especially if you're a live host, because there's a lot of people who don't necessarily promote their live hosts, that they're live hosts. So you put that in the story, you put that in your content too. I say it all the time, and most of my content you see posted, you'll hear me say, join me live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. where I give tips to go live and monetize. Also, join my live so you can apply to my creator network agency, Launchering. I've been saying that. If you look at my videos, I say it all the time. E-Nurse, how you doing? So you got to promote yourself. If you, hey, Holly Q, if you are not doing that, people don't know. They don't know. You got to talk about it. Does the scheduled live go to FYP or just our followers? The scheduled live. The scheduled live doesn't go to anybody unless you put it on a post or put it in your story. Where it goes is that it'll sit on your profile. So let me show you. When you schedule that live event, it's sitting on my page. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Hold on. No, let me refresh my screen. Okay, there it is. I had to refresh my screen. There it go. Right there. That live event is sitting there. That's where it's at. It's on my page. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Carissa? Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the shares, my favorite. I appreciate you. So yeah, that's where it goes. Okay. So unless you, thank you, friends, appreciate you. Unless you, you say yay. So unless you don't talk about it, people would have to come to your page to know you have a live event schedule, which is fine because people do land on your page. You said, I never knew that. Yeah, it's on your page. That's where, when you schedule that live event, that's where it lands. It lands on your page. Now, you could do multiple things with it. Like you could add it to your story. You could add it to your posted content. You can toggle on that screen where it shows up as a post on all your content as well. So yeah, that's what happens. While you're doing your live, have your next scheduled and have chat go register. Yes, you could. You absolutely could promote it that way. So, so what Nika just said is that I could schedule my live right now. I could. I usually don't try to go into this live while I'm in the live. That's my only thing because I don't want TikTok to be like, "What you doing? You doing too much. You ain't you live right now? How you in your live too? Doing yeah." So I just don't do both. But you could do it theoretically. You could. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you. Gosh, why team y'all showing up today? Thank you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel too. Yeah, so yeah, you absolutely could do that. So you got to get in the habit of scheduling your live. Okay? You gotta get in the habit of promoting. I'm feeling myself a little bit today because I posted twice today already, y'all. I'm just saying. You gotta take baby steps with this. Thank you so much. Okay. You gotta take baby steps. I posted twice, not once, but twice. Twice today. Today. Thank you, Greg. I'm gonna cheer again for myself. Thank you, babe. You gotta post the content. So you can't be just a live host. You gotta post the content. And I say that, and y'all know I'm still working on my journey in that way, but you gotta post the content. So content is critical for your growth strategy. And so what has happened, because I told you guys, I was not in an agency. So you guys are all in agencies and stuff, but I wasn't in my own agency. So now that I see my data, I'm like, ooh, I got some work to do. I gotta post my content. Okay? For the follower count I have, I gotta post some more content. I felt that the heart filter. I want the heart filter. Oh, this one here, this effect. You won't. I'll tell you where it's at, friend. I went live to talk about community, and we had church. I love that. I love that. So so let me say this. My favorite is so good because the reality of this is it does start with community. And so what she teaches is that you gotta build community. In order for you to grow, and you think about your growth trajectory, You got to start with that community. So that's so important. That community has to be there. I saw the one with the products. Somebody's watching me. Did you see that? Did y'all like the little floating products? Y'all want me to teach y'all that? Let me know if anybody needs to know how to do that. People interfere if I am in the house, so I try to go to the lake. Okay. Oh, that's good. You go outdoors. Yes, yes. Yes. So let me know. Drop a heart if you want me to talk about that. She has lots of followers too. Who? My fave. She does. She does. She's doing good. Teach. You said teach it. Okay. So I'm gonna teach you something. Yes. Teach me everything. You're so sweet. You said teach me everything. So that was. If you guys go back and look at my video, let me see. Am I showing it on here? It was just a cute video because I saw somebody do it. Do the text overlay. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I could do it on TikTok because they were telling you to go to CapCut. I was like, I'm sure you could do that in the app. And you can. You can. I need to make this a video too, y'all. But you can do it in the app. So let me show y'all real quick. And it's just a little cute video. Like I said, I posted content trying to be cute. And let me see. Let me see. Let's go to my page. Okay. So the product. So you guys see that? So to get products on your screen like that, that's an overlay. Okay. Hey Nas. So that's considered an overlay when products float or you can have effects like that. You said let's go. so uh, so yeah, that's an overlay. Let me make sure we okay. Did it work? Okay, thanks. Yes, so you have to so let me show you what I did. So with that particular feature, you said I love that. Thank you so much. So with that particular feature, you're putting a text overlay on top of that, an image on top of your main image. You said I could do that to get my products. So let me show y'all what I did. So I'm gonna go to my shop page. We'll go there and start a video. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to record myself real quick. So I'm talking, you guys see me talking, and then all I did was point, and then I pointed, and then I pointed, and that's what I did. So, and so I'm going to save that. Okay. So here's me talking and doing the stuff. So what you would do is you would go to here, to the edit feature. And what you're going to do is find a place that you want to start. So I pointed there. Find a place that you want to create your overlay to start. Okay? And so here are the products. I'm going to do this one. I'll just do one of the products. And I'm going to click that. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'm going to do that one. Okay. So that product is on top of my page. That's an overlay on top of my page. You see that? If you see it, you see me underneath. It's over my page. Okay, I can shrink it down and I can put it in position. And then with the overlay itself, you click it. Now I'm managing the overlay. Now I'm going to scroll over some more. I'm going to go to cutout. That's what I'm clicking. Cutout, automatic auto erase. I'm going to take out, hold on one second. Okay, it just did it. I'm going to take out that background. So it took out the background. All I did was cut out. I cut out the background. And I'm going to hit the checkbox. All I did was click it, and I clicked that auto. It automatically erased the background. And now it's there with no background. That's the key. So then, and then you can decide where you want to position it, how long you want it to stack. That's the key. Okay? So then, for that particular product, I don't like that it's kind of darker. So I changed a little bit. I did an adjustment. Right? I didn't do retouch. I did adjust. Just made it a little brighter. Auto adjust too. It just made it a little bit brighter, which is good. You guys got me operating backwards. And then I went to, let's see, I went to effects, and then I picked an effect that I like. And there's so many different effects in here. The wrong way with it. And so there's so many effects. I think I went down to like the shaky one. So there's some that's in here. Scroll a little bit more. This says shaking too. We'll do that one. So there. And that's it. Okay? And you just do that with the other products. And then you time it. So I would just move this over a little bit. And since I have it at the end, I can, if I wanted to, I can move this fully. I moved it too much, but I can move it over based on what position I want it to start at, and it'll show up. And I'm talking, so it popped there, but I could play around with the timing of it. Okay? Let me know if that made sense. Do I need to start that over for anybody? Let me know if that makes sense. Thank you for the shares, Coach Rhonda. I have to test this out. Yes. So you could do that with your videos. It's just doing it, the text overlay. The text is just the text message. You said very cool. One more time. You so silly. You said one more time. Let me do another one. So let's say that first product was in the beginning. That first overlay. And then, like I said, you could play around with the lighting, how dark it is, or whatever. So all that is something you can adjust for. So then I have another one. I'm going to put another one. I'm going to time it so it's right there. And then I'm just going to go back here to overlay. I'm going to pick this product here. And then I'm going to, let me go to the other one. This way. And then I'm going to, now it's on the overlays image. That's what we're talking about, this little thing here. I'm going to do cutout. I'm going to go to auto cutout to cut out that background. Now the background is cut out. And now it has no background. I can shrink it a little bit if I want. I can move it to wherever I want it to go. And then I'm going to scroll all the way down. Ooh, hold on, I'm moving my screen. Scroll all the way down to adjust the lighting. And then I'm gonna hit auto, make it a little brighter. I want to go the other way. And then I can end it so that's brighter. And then if I want to make it move or shake, I can pick an effect that I want to move it, shake it with. Okay, so I just find a shake. Let's see. I'll just find something really quickly. That one is the one I did before. So there it is. Okay. That's there for you. Okay. So then when you do the video, when you play the video, that product shop prints up, and then that one, and then I just have to worry about my timing. Yeah, so that's what you would do. You say you do that all the time, so you must do it with the products. Perfect. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Thank you all for the likes and shares. Let me know if that worked for you all. So that's all I did with that video. So that was an overlay. So that was just me being, trying to produce some more content. I saw somebody do it, and I was like, let me try it in a TikTok shop. I mean, not TikTok shop, in a TikTok live concept. And I was like, well, let me do that the products too and stuff. I was just being a little creative. TikTok typically don't like it when I'm creative. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Thank you, you're welcome. TikTok, like, you stick to how-to tutorials. Don't do nothing creative. Them videos ain't going nowhere. So we'll see if there's any engagement. But y'all know, if the video doesn't do anything, y'all can go back and say, she said it wasn't gonna do nothing. Because TikTok, like, look here, you got one lane to stay in. That's the how-to, and you show people how to go live. Okay, don't be too creative. But yeah, so you could definitely do something like that. Those features are in there. You said we must be creative. Yes, I want to be creative, but TikTok's like, no, that ain't your lane. That ain't your lane. Thank you so much, friends. So yes, so just know that you can offer some. You said, what did I miss? Oh, I was just sharing how I did my most recent video. and it was like an overlay, and it was some movement. So I took the background out, and then I put the products in there. Yeah. So, but hey, I still post the content, so you guys will see me trying to do creative stuff. I'll do motivational comments. I'll do some of that, and TikTok's like, that's not you. But when I do my how-to videos, they tend to do a little bit better. But again, I think the algorithm is looking for that type of content, from me at least. And so when we did the Creator Search Insights training, they actually did name that. They said um, tutorials, so how to, educational concept, maybe the best, well, when you're sharing something really educational, and then they say reviews, like if you had like the best hotel or the best restaurant, they like those videos. So they like review videos, they like educational content, and they like tutorials. So just keep that in mind. The For me, again, tutorials seem to be my lane. I haven't done any videos that's like the best unless it's a product video, but that's it. Thank you so much, Natty Nap, for that October. Appreciate your friends. So that's what I would tell you. Do the content. I did 2 videos today, y'all. That's a record for, well, no, it's not actually. I've done 3, maybe 4 in one day. But my point is, I had not been doing the content. The content is important. So I don't want you guys to miss out on the content part. Holly Q, are you still here, friend? Because she's been talking about Holly Q has been talking about content quite a bit in her lives too. Thank you, friends who are coming in. I see some of you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hey, Ricardo, how are you? Let me know if there's other questions about shop, because I did turn on the shopping cart so we could talk about that. Do anybody have questions about that? Let me know, because I'll pin a product. We could talk about that as well. He said, how cute you heard me, friend. He said, I heard my name. So I was telling people how to feel about going to your page, because I know you talk about content a little bit more frequently. You've been talking about content. Thank you for the rose, friend. Appreciate you all being here. Let's see. Told you my YT folks have been chatting away. They normally don't talk this much. So I appreciate y'all communicating. I had called them out early because I turn on the YouTube as well, and typically with the way YouTube operates, people don't communicate much over there. They just kind of look at you. They're not in the chat. It's very different from TikTok because you can see people in the room. You can connect with them. But they've been communicating quite a bit today, so that's good. Maybe I need to call them out more often. so, um, so when it comes to TikTok Shop, I'm gonna stay on maybe another 30 minutes or so. So let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about from my folks starting shop. I started looking at Live Manager to try it this week. Oh, I turned it on. Let me check and see if it's still active. I'll show it real quick for those who don't know what I'm talking about. So you did start looking at Live Manager. So yeah, you definitely want to, let me see if it's going to turn on. It might. Okay. Hey, Kim Loves. How you doing, Ebony? Appreciate everybody here. Thank you, friends who are sharing the YT as well. So I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna show you guys my Live Manager feature. Who in the room knows what Live Manager is? Okay. Let me know if you know what Live Manager is. If you don't know, drop a heart. If you have no idea what I'm talking about. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, drop me a heart. Which effect did you use for the overlay tutorial? Which effect did I use for the overlay where it was moving? It was like a shaking. I think for my particular video, I think I used shaking. For the example I used was shaking 2. I think that's what we saw. Okay, so I see some people with hearts. And my favorite, you asked about the overlay. Let me know if that answered your question, friend. And then somebody else had a question earlier, and I said I was going to go back to it. Mariposa, did you have a question earlier that I said I was going to go back to? I feel like lately, y'all, I've been trying to keep up with my questions. I'm going to start writing them down. Okay. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. So Live Manager is the desktop support for your shoppable live. Support meaning that you don't do your shoppable live on Live Manager. It's like a resource for you to see analytics. Okay, the hand heart filter. Let me answer that question first. So it's where you see analytics. So hold me there for a second. Really quickly, when you are in your live, there's that magic wand. It looks like a little wand. It's called Enhance, but it looks like a little stick with some little stars next to it on the bottom layer. For me, it's on the right side, right before you get to those three dots. Okay, so it's on your right side before you get three dots, and it's called Heart Gesture. If you go into effects, it's an effect. It's not a filter. It's actual effect. If you go into effects and you type in the word Heart Gesture, that's what that one is. Okay. Oh, I thought you meant you being able to help us while on live. No, no, it's not. It's not live. It's not me as a manager. No. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so Live Manager is for TikTok Shop. So I'm gonna flip my camera so you guys can see what I see. You're so sweet. You say, I thought that was you helping us. Okay, and then let me turn off my board so it's not in the way. Okay, so here's what you guys see. So we are on TikTok Shop Live Manager. Okay, so I'm gonna pull back a little bit so you guys can see it. Okay. So this is a feature that actually will help you kind of see a little bit more about what's happening in your live stream. You actually can go to, because I'm not live right now, you're not going to see it in real time, but you actually can click live console. And so if I was live, it would actually show right here. It would show up in the middle if I was doing shop for live. Actually, I'm gonna be really cool about it. Let's see. We're gonna do shop. We'll do shop on this other account just for real quick so you guys can see it. Okay. Because like if I click go live, I gotta add products. So now it's gonna help you prepare. So it's a support. Remember we had these three sections that we saw: traffic drivers, hot sellers, trendsetters. So it's a support to your live stream. You can start adding products here. Nika, I think you asked the question. See, I have 150 maps. I can view those three categories. So I can start adding products from my showcase. I can add products in other ways. And I can bulk delete those products too. Let's see, let's go to showcase. Let me see real quick. I think what is happening. Okay. So I can scroll down and just add products from my showcase. So that's why I said, Nika, you have these check boxes and I can click all these and add them. That's 20 products. And then I can delete them as well by bulk clicking. Okay. Hello, DTD. Thank you so much for being here, friends. Thank you. So it allows you, and then you can see right now the tags say these are trendsetters. That's a hot seller. This is a traffic driver. So if I want to add all 20 of those products, and we're just going to add them. Just so the beauty of this, let me go back to it as well. So this is a support. So I said earlier, let's look at our product before we add it. Actually, can I look at it? Let's see. Free shipping. We saw the free sample. Pull it. Let's add it because there's a way you can look at it and see. Thank you, friends. Appreciate you being here. Where's the script go? The script, you actually can copy paste it, but there's actually a script that you can use. Let me come out of here. There's a script that will all automatically show up for the product. So let's see. Let's add script. So here, you can copy paste it, or you can use their suggestions. They have a selling points here that will populate. They have a full script that you can use. They have a couple different examples that you can pull, and I can use that. You see where it says use? That's me screening right here. You see that? So I can use the script that they gave me. So when you are live managers support, again, you're using two different devices. You're using your tablet or your phone, and you're using your computer. So you can use it. So let me just use their script. So if I want to use this one. So the script has been saved. So when I talk about this rose, the script will show up. Let's see, let me go to it. It'll show up here when I talk about it. it'll show up on the screen for me on this screen. And so I can look over there. It's not really user friendly. I'm just going to say that. It's not super user friendly. So you almost have to have it in a way that maybe if you had a second tablet or something else where you could see this better, you can blow it up and just kind of look at it a little bit better. And maybe you're operating from your tablet to read that script. But I think it might even be more helpful to look at some of the selling points and just know some of those selling points instead of scripting yourself. So if I saw those selling points, like you said, it's not. Yeah, Coach Jessica said it's not. It's not super helpful. So those selling points might be a little bit better, where you can be like, "Ooh, it's cruelty free. It's a cold pressed purity. It's chemical free." You know what I'm saying? It's non greasy. So you'll be able to say some of that stuff. Where you're able to look really quickly and just infuse that in some of your talking points about the product. Okay, but it's not super easy to use. But yeah, so that's in there where you can add the script, and you can go down to each of these products. I just did it for the first one, but you can click each of these 20 products. All of them are listed here, and you can pull up either their selling points and use those, or if I want a full script and kind of go through a couple different options, I can use one of those to put in there. Okay. Thank you for sharing out the live. It glitches a lot. You think so? Yes, just the talking points would help. Yeah, those talking points might be the better use. Thank you so much, Angie. In progress, appreciate you guys. Thank you all for sharing and liking the live. Appreciate everybody who's here. And so you can have the products there. Let me do this. And so now that I've done that, if I get ready to go live, so if I get ready to go live, you can see right now the 20 products are already in my shopping cart because this account is my shop page. So I just added those 20 products from here. And so when I get ready to go live, it'll be there for me. Okay. So we're going to play around with this really quickly, just so you guys can see me in real time doing this. I'm not going to do it super long because I don't want to get a violation for not showing the products. But you'll see it pop up where my feed is going to show up here. Now I'm live. It's thinking, and there we go. Y'all see your girl live on my shop page. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So if I wanted to make this, hold on, I think I can make this full screen. Give me 1 second. I gotta play around with it. I gotta remember all the ways to do it. Is it here? It's here. The highlights for the products are, for the first product, like if I don't want to pin the rose one because I don't have that product actually. Where is my screen? There's a way to put me in the middle. I don't remember. I'll have to play around with it some more. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Did it do it? Okay, there it is. That's another feature. Okay. So then this is showing GMV. This is the analytics and stuff. So there's a couple different features. I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Okay. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Let me come back here. There we go. All right. So what time do you need to leave? I need to leave at 5:45. So I got about 10 or 15 more minutes. Okay. So I'm going to end this live. Hey, Janine. Thank you for coming over. Y'all so cute. All right. I'm heading off. All right. Bye-bye. So I just ended the live. All right, so that is Live Manager for TikTok Shop. That was just like a real quick crash course because I haven't been over there in a while, so I don't remember all the different things to do things, or different ways to do things. But it's a lot over there, so you guys can definitely get over there and play around. And as you are, so you saw when it went into that black mode, it actually shows you GMV, viewers, who's in your room. It shows you what products are trending, live impressions. That means that That's a product that's getting a lot of attention. Your live is getting a lot of attention, and then there's a product that's getting a lot of attention. So just know there's a lot that can help you if you're paying attention to the live manager. He said I was confused. He's so sweet. He said I'm confused. What's happening? Hello, Tasha, Natty Nat. Look at y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in. So again, it's based on you guys going in and playing around with it. But if you're gonna do TikTok Shop, that's a great resource. Okay, I don't want you guys to miss out on that. That is actually an exceptional resource to kind of know what's happening with your products. And so people who really are into shop, they're using their live manager the entire time. And then giveaways you can post. Like I said, I don't do giveaways. I never did a giveaway, so I'm not as versed in terms of how to set it up and what to do with it, but you can manage all that right there in the live manager. Um, Thank you all. I appreciate you all coming in. So I got about another 15 minutes before I have to jet off because I'm on mommy duty. I gotta pick up my little guy, so I gotta go get him. So let me know if there's other questions. If you guys have other questions, I don't want you guys to miss out on ways you can engage your live stream. How can you see your super fans? How can you see the list of super fans? Um, there's not, there's not, before I say that, if you click, the way to see your actual super fans is to click your super fans here. If you click your super fans in your live, that is the way I've seen the super fans. You can see when they subscribed and when their subscription is going to end, okay? Or when they subscribed, rather. So that's the way you're going to see your super fans, by clicking your actual super fan icon. However, if you click up here, it actually has it commingled, your super fan in your fan club. Yes. So the only way you can really click it is in the live when you click that super fan star. Can you look at yours? Can I look at yours? It doesn't say when it ends. It says when it is. Let's see. It says when it happened. Does it say yours? Oh, you're not listed. Are you not listed? I don't know if this is the entire list, because it seems rather short. Let me check. Yeah, that doesn't look like the entire list. Let me check. It has your fan club information. It doesn't say. It has you as a super fan. It definitely has you as a super fan, but it doesn't say. And when I clicked my super fan list, you're not over there. You're in my fan club, but you're not my super fan. So I'm not sure. I want to invite them to a private live. Okay, so yeah. So if you want to do that, you could click your super fans to see that list. I would say, is there a way to do it without you having to do it manually? You may have to do it manually. So look at the list, screenshot it, and just go one by one with adding them to maybe a super fan only live event that you schedule. You can do that, and then just say, tag them in a super fan video. I don't know if you can do video anymore. If they're not super fans, you can't do video. I don't know. Now that's a stumper. I don't know if you can unless you do something very manually. Not sure what happened this morning. Yeah, I'm not sure. That actually stumps me because you can't. Back in the day, you could have done a sub only video for them. So if they're not a subscriber, you can't do the video. So you would have to, you would have to tag them individually to it. I think that's the only way you can do it. You have to tag them individually and maybe do a video that says, hey, you're a super fan. But then obviously other people are going to get it. So yeah, you could send them an inbox message. That might be the only way to do it then. If someone is buying things from your shop, can they be put in their cart, or do they pay individually? When somebody's buying something, they can put it in your cart, and they can go buy it later, or they can put it in your cart, buy something now, and buy something else, and pay for one of them individually. I think I would say pay for it and then go back and add something else, just in case they try to charge you for both. I want to ask, do you know how to create a bulletin message, which is like a private chat? No, I don't have that feature. I don't have it. I need to go check now that I've turned back to private, but I don't have it. So I've never had to do it. Nope. Unless I'm missing something, Janine. So let me know if I'm missing something. I haven't. When I click bulletin board, when I saw somebody's video on it, I went to go check and see if I had it. I didn't have it. So I don't know. Maybe that was when I was a business account, but I didn't have it. Yes, I was wondering the same thing. How many followers are needed? I'm not sure. Maybe. Who's in the room? Halakyu, are you here? Do you have bulletin board? Do you know anything about it? I'm just trying to think of people who got a lot of followers. I know she has a lot of followers. I don't think she's in the room right now, but I wonder if she has. Okay, I see a few people invite me, and I was wondering how did they do that? I think it is based on their access, and they're able to invite people. I don't think I have that feature. I know I don't have that feature. I need to check now that I've turned personal, but I didn't have it before. Anybody else have bulletin board in the room? She said Halakyu uses it, so she might have it. Maybe there is a follower count on it, because Halakyu has over like 50K. She has a lot of followers. Because my daughter said everything says buy now. She is buying more than one product. Oh, so then she needs to, probably buy things that she wants to purchase, and maybe delete other stuff out of her cart. That might be what she needs to do. I don't know if you could save things in your cart. I haven't paid attention to TikTok Shop. I bought enough from it, but I don't think I paid enough attention to how you can save or wait to buy something. Like we know the other place you can do that. I don't know if you can do that in TikTok Shop, so I'm not sure. Hello, Vivian. How are you? Appreciate everybody who's here. So let me know if that made sense about shop. Any other shop questions? And then Janine, I'll ask about bulletin board. Like I said, I do think I'm gonna have to research and see. I do think there is a follower account for that particular feature. Can you look at my question? I might have missed it. Did it get filtered? Let's see. I don't know. I think you got filtered. The last question I saw was when you asked Janine how many followers. You were curious about it, and you need to know how many followers. So I think we were talking about bulletin boards. I don't know the answer to that. I need to look it up. But I think you had I'm assuming you had a different question, and it must have got filtered because I don't see it, Fran. Let me know if there was a different question. It's before that. No, it got filtered. It got filtered. Before that, I think you were saying hello. Let me check. Yeah, it got filtered. Yeah. Before that, it says thank you, teach. That's what you said before that. Thank you and teach. So let me know if there was, what was the other question? TikTok must be playing it with you. So you might have to write it differently. You said it was before that. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any other questions. I could stay on another 10 minutes before I have to go get the little one. You said repost. What's the repost question? It got filtered. I don't remember a repost question. Let me know what you meant by repost. How to repost? Where does repost go? In the live? Coach Chantel, didn't you look that up for us? What did you say? It was an answer to that. If that's what you're asking, reposting in the live. Let me know if that's what you're asking. Hello, how you doing, Myra? Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. No, I sent the message again. It didn't come through. Good. Yeah, I don't see it. Anybody else see it? Let me know if y'all see it. I don't see it, Yolanda. Really quickly, you just made me think about something. Anybody who is looking to battle this Friday, Coach Jessie has her battle. Miss Sterling said no, she don't see it either. I see people repost in the live. I was in, but not sure how it works. You know what? Hey Kim, you know what? I think we talked about that in our Zoom meeting a couple weeks ago. And I remember Chantel saying she looked it up. It said it goes out to your friends, your FYP. That's where it goes. When you reposted a log, she said that's what Google told her or ChatGPT. Somebody told her that it goes out to your friends. Your friends goes out to your friend FYP. FYP. Now I'm thinking about that. Your FYP following friends, your friends. Okay. To their content. How do you see follower contributions in from our live? Your followers, the people, your viewers. Hello, thank you for the Octobers. Thank you so much, friend. Let me understand something. Your viewers, how do you see the viewers' contributions? When you did, I'm gonna do a screenshot. Are you talking about when you click? When I click your photo, a screenshot comes up, and because this is a shoppable live, it actually shares a little bit more information. So I'm gonna screenshot it again. And then I'm going to show. I think this is what you're asking me, Yolanda. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Goes to the friends on your FYP, right? That's what Coach Chantel told us. I'm taking her word for it. I think that makes sense. Um, so here, really quickly, I'm going to do my little hand raise. So Yolanda. So right here. Oh, that's right. I'm using the mirror feature. Let me take this mirror off. Okay, so right here, you see this little section that says sent 8 comments when how long, coins, etc. So I don't know about coins. Coins you wouldn't see from your, I don't think you see their coins. You mean how many gifts they sent? Your fan club, you can see stuff. You can click the fan club and see comments, tags, all types of stuff for your fan club. Any gifts, you can see that for fan club. And your, okay, gifts. And then the other screen, let me just show this other screen. This is how long they followed you. Followed on this date. And then because this is a shoppable, you can see if they engaged in your shopping cart. And then it shows you how many likes they sent, how many shares, and how many comments. When I was checking to see what comments you had sent me, that's what I was looking. I clicked that drop down and I was able to see your comments. Okay, so that's what I was doing. But when it comes to while you're in the live, if I'm looking at people who have engaged in my live from like my fan clubs, I'm able to see some of the engagement here from fan club members. Okay, so there's some information. So let me see. Kim, you said, how did I see that? There was an information. You talking about what I just showed you guys? Let me show it again. It's this symbol here. If you click right here, you see right here where it says sent 8 comments. See that arrow? If you click that arrow, that's what I'm clicking to get to this page. That's what I just clicked to show me the engagement and how long she's been watching. That was what I clicked, and that's what I saw. Now, Mrs. Treetop, I want to make sure. Yes, that's the one. I forgot how to get there. Okay, you got it. Okay, that's what you were talking about. Okay, perfect. That's the page I was talking about. Now, Mrs. Treetop, you were talking about analytics from the real-time performance to show gifters the real-time performance. Yes, that does show you how many gifts you got, scale live rewards. It doesn't show individual, though. I think that's what you were talking about, Mrs. Treetop. Myra, you said I'm confused. What happened, Myra? I like to come in, people live and chat and have a good conversation. So what happened, Myra? You're trying to see what does that mean about engagement? Let me know if that's what you meant. Oh shoot, so I go to their profile. No, Kim, if I click your photo, Kim, all I did was click your photo. All I did was click Yolanda's photo. That mini profile that pops up, that's where that little message is sitting there for me. Yeah. So Myra, let me understand what you said. My friend told me they're going into people's lives and it's so bad. What happened, friend? What friend? So you said, okay, yeah. All I did was click your photo and that's how I got to that screen. Yep. Myra, what it sounds like you're talking about is um are you talking about like some trolls or something in terms of people doing bad stuff? But what I would say is that when it comes to engagement in your live, you just kind of know how people are engaging. So as a live host, you kind of want to know that. You want to know who are your engagers, who are the people who are sharing your live out, tapping your screen, commenting, and watching. So all that engagement matter. That's above and beyond just the gifting that's happening. Gifting matters too, but the engagement also matters. So you want people engaging your live. You want them to be true supporters. And then as you think about building community, they'll support you back. Okay, you'll support them and they support you back. Okay. Yes, I want to do something special for them. Yes, that's it. That's how you do that. And you can say, there's so many different strategies you can use. You can say, okay, guys, if we're gonna be in this live together, I want us to get to, whatever number of likes. Let's like the live, and then my top. And I think Kim said this for her live. Her top gifters, her top supporters, she'll put them in boxes. So the person who has the most likes, the person who has the most comments, the person with the most gifts. Now, if your room is rooming, that's kind of hard to do, but you could do it. You could look and see who's doing what. You could look at your fan club. There's some data there that says, um, you know, how many gifts were sent, how many hours watched, how many comments were sent overall, and you can have those people come in by just clicking your fan club members. Okay, so there's some engagement options there. All right, friends, let me know if there's some other questions. Who is going live tonight? I always want to point out my live host. I see it after my live who sent me so many coins and comments. Yes, that's in your after live analytics. You're right. Yeah, so once you finish the live, those analytics that you get back, you see your top gifters, your most comments, and you can see your watchers, people who watched as well. Yeah, account, but I like coming to people live to chat. Gotcha. Yeah. 7 p.m. Eastern. That is my favorite. I love it. Me is Coach Jesse, Miss Jesse. The repost live goes to all your followers. Oh, all your followers. Okay, thank you, Coach Chantel. She said repost live goes to all your followers. Okay, that's awesome. You said two minutes, 2 minutes, Doc. Am I supposed to be checking you? I'm supposed to be checking you 2 minutes ago. Is that what you tell? Is that cue for Doc? I've been here for like 30 minutes or hour and 30 minutes, and I was supposed to be checking. Let me check for you. Let me check, friend. Let's see. What does TikTok say about um you going live? Okay, TikTok said you went live. TikTok said you went live. I can invite you into the agency, Eugene. No time to leave. Me at 8:30. Okay, 8:30 Eastern is Kim Love Jones, Reclaiming Your Power. Love it. Janine, you at 8 p.m. Eastern. Um, and Eugene, if you coming into agency, you going live, friend. So let us know. You need to leave to get the little one. Yes, I do need to leave to get the one. Where do you repost your live? As a live host, you can't. You don't see it. Your followers, your viewers see it. So when you click the arrow, click the arrow real quick down below as if you're about to share it. You'll see a repost option is yellow. Um, um, Eugene, real quick, I am going to invite you. Let me know real quick if you have any questions about, because you've been here long enough, you have any questions about how to accept the invitation. Let me know if you don't know what I'm talking about, because you got to accept the invitation. So I sent you the invite. Thank you, Diamond. How you doing, friend? So, okay, so let me know, Eugene, if you don't know what I'm talking about. I gotta go get the little one. I'm heading out. Sorry I missed it. That's okay. FYP, if they're looking there, they might see it. Okay, awesome, awesome. Oh, I see it. Thanks, Doc. You're welcome. What is an agency? A creator network agency. How you doing? Is it Shatavis? Shatavis? Is that I say it right? Let me know if I said that right. Shatavis. I think I said it right. It's a free program. It's how you are able to. TikTok gives you protection essentially. If your account is in violation or banned, agencies can support you. So I am a TikTok creator network agency. It's called Launch Your Income Agency. I offer training, hosting strategy, monetization strategy. I go live twice a day, Monday, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm actually about to get off like in 30 seconds. But you're welcome to come back and join the agency. It's actually, the link is in my bio. And so if you click that, you'll see the agency page, but you'll see my page too. And so that's how you would join. I do Sunday meetings at 6:30 on Zoom. We have a group chat on TikTok. We have multiple group chats on TikTok. We also have a school platform for information as well. So anybody battling, I'm going to send that out. I'm going to create the group for the battle group. So I'm going to let you guys see that too today. I'm going to do that today. And then I'm going to pair people. We may have to talk about pairing because I'm seeing already this other agency doesn't have a lot of people who have accepted. Dr. Trish, you need to accept the invite for the battle too. You're not required to battle, but I encourage it if you want to think about different ways to monetize. I'm going to get the baby. I'm gone, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. My child will be standing outside waiting on me. All right. Talk to y'all later. Appreciate everybody's here. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much, my YT friends. You guys have been awesome. I'm about to get out of here as well. I will be back tomorrow at 10. Okay.